Okay, so just a little bit of a refresh. We talked a lot yesterday about exposures and how we have to go from all of this activity that we've been learning and conducting over the last few weeks and start turning these people that are on your list, that are on your hit list, that are on your board of director list, your top 10 list, whatever, wherever you've got them, all of the people that we've gotten from the coins, moving the coins from the right pocket to the left pocket. We talked a lot about getting results, right? Taking your business to the next level. It's one thing to meet people, but then you've got to do something with all of these prospects, with all these people that you've met over the last 3 to 4 weeks that we've been doing this stuff. And so I told you yesterday that the assignment for today was to expose a minimum of one person. So you should be putting that in the chat box, who your exposure was, where you did it, who it was, how it went. It doesn't have to be long. Just go ahead and put it on there. So we'll start with Safe. He's on here first. You had a happy hour at Bourbon Barrel, had one guest. I talked to him on the phone. You called me, so that was good. Obviously, using third-party validation on that. He did say that, he doesn't ever leave his house. He's kind of a recluse. He doesn't travel. He doesn't get on planes. So a little bit of an anomaly. I mean, look, you're not going to get everybody, right? And so, good job, Safe, getting the event, making it happen, getting your exposure done today. That's solid. You want to just build on that and keep going. Making sure that you get in a habit of doing one exposure a day, finding somebody to expose and not going to bed until you get that exposure done. So, moving on to Daryl. You did a one-on-one presentation today with a high school classmate. Hadn't seen him in 40 years. He did not sign up on the spot, but you also had somebody exposed on the lunch presentation today. So, how did that one go? The one that the lunch presentation, did that person get signed up?
No, the guy on the lunch call, he said he's not interested in doing anything like that. He's like a movie maker. Got a big nice studio. I would like to use his studio one day, but I couldn't.
Who did you use for third-party validation?
I didn't.
I mean, I don't want to say I told you so, but here's the thing. If you've got somebody like that who's a big time player and they're successful, I mean, you're making $300 a month. You got to get them on the phone with somebody that's making bigger moves that can give a bigger picture. You're not a prophet in your own town. I told you, even I do this, guys. Like, I do this too. Like, it's not just about money, but it's about removing yourself from the equation. Remember, can I do this and will it work? And so what about the guy you met with for lunch? Who did you use for third-party validation on that one?
I didn't use a third-party validation.
Okay. So here's what I want you to do, Daryl. I want you to hop off. I want you to call both. Get somebody on the phone, get Denson or somebody on your team. I don't know who all's team you're on, what leg you're on, but get somebody on the phone and call them both. Don't ask. Just get somebody on the phone that can be a third-party validation. Call both of these people that you pitched today and say, hey, I just wanted to follow up. It was so good seeing you. Hey, listen, I couldn't get a hold of my buddy Denson earlier when we were together, but I really wanted him to share what his experience has been like with Bright Life. I know you saw the presentation earlier and you said you didn't know if it was a fit, but Denson is making big time moves and knows a lot of people in the entertainment and music business. And so maybe there's a way we can do some collaboration together. Find a reason to put these people on the phone with whoever you're going to put them on the phone with. Okay. You guys got to do this every time. You can't pick and choose what parts of the program you follow. You've got to do all of the components. Remember, can I do this and will it work? You doing it by yourself, that alarm bell should be going off. I'm doing it alone. I'm doing it alone. I'm doing it alone. I'm doing it alone. Okay, so just hop off, Daryl. You're excused. Go get somebody on the phone and call these people right now before it gets any later. Don't let them go to sleep on a no. Okay. Get somebody on the phone with them that can spark some excitement and interest in them and use it as a way to build value. When you edify that person to Denson, say, hey, he's got a movie studio. He's a producer. He does this. He does that. This is Denson. Denson works with a lot of people in the music and entertainment business in Atlanta. He's connected to tons of people. He's made millions of dollars doing this. You know, you guys need to connect. And earlier I couldn't get him. And so I wanted to introduce him to you. So just hop off and get it done. Okay, bud?
All right.
All right, Marcus. You did an exposure for your friend Glory, and she's signing up as an influencer tonight.
Yes. I'm
Awesome.
just waiting. I'm
Where
still
did
waiting
you?
for the notification.
How did you expose her? What did you use? Did she get on the Zoom?
No, I got her to watch the video, and I hit her up through Instagram.
Okay, and so you're sure she watched it and everything, and she's ready to go?
Yeah, because I did the confirmation before I even sent the video. So like,
Okay.
and she's really excited about it too. So I'm excited for her too.
Who
So
did you use for third-party validation?
I didn't use anyone for third party validation.
Okay, so that means
Yeah.
you need to do the same thing Daryl just did. So you're excused. Grab somebody that can do a third party for you. If you want, see if Ronnie can hop on with you because Ronnie wasn't on last night and he's doing some work stuff, but he might be able to get on with you. But get somebody on the phone with her right now and close her. Okay. You guys got to use third party. You cannot do this business alone. I don't do it alone. That means you shouldn't do it alone. Even I put my people on the phone with people. And so you guys have to do the same thing. Y'all can't be doing the business alone. You're not doing it the right way. We've already been through this stuff, okay? This should be old hat by now. You should already know. Wes is going to ask me who I use for third party validation. I mean, why would you assume I'm not going to ask you that? I mean, we've been going through this for a month. So y'all got to get good at following the program all the way through. Okay. Kelly had somebody on the Zoom. They're going to wind down. Okay. You got 5 coins today too. Awesome. Good job, Kelly. So do the same thing that Marcus did. Get somebody on the phone, but don't use Marcus. I think it's better if you guys don't use each other because talking to y'all is kind of like talking to the same person. So, you know, get somebody else to be your third party. Call Ronnie. See if you can use Ronnie or somebody else that's got me because Ronnie can talk about his trips and his savings and he's already ranked up. I mean, he's a great testimonial. So, Ronnie, if you don't mind, since you weren't on last night anyway, if you could take these 3 ways with Kelly and Marcus, that'd be awesome. So Marcus and Kelly, you guys hop off and close those people that you exposed today. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Simba,
I got it.
co-worker to watch the video. Awesome. Simba, you know what I'm about to ask you, right?
No.
You don't know what I'm about to ask you? What I just asked everybody else?
Oh, if they watched the video?
No. Who did you use for third-party
Oh,
validation?
I was trying to use third party validation, but they weren't picking up the phone. So I ain't get them on the call first.
You've got my number.
No, I haven't gotten them to on the phone first.
Yeah, but how do you know they watched the video?
Well, I could take their word for it only, but
I mean,
they told me.
if they're dodging your call, if you called them and they're not answering, that's not a good sign.
Mhm.
So I would do exactly what I just told Marcus and Kelly and Daryl to do, which is call with somebody on the line, get somebody on the line and call them and try to do a 3-way tonight and get them signed up tonight. Use third-party validation. You guys are not going to be getting sales if you're not using third-party validation. And if you don't use it and you get lucky and get a sale, they're not going to do it the right way because you didn't do it the right way. They're going to do it how you did it, which is all by themselves, and they're going to get rejected, they're going to get negativity, and they're going to quit. So if you don't use third-party, not only are you hurting yourself, you're hurting your team because you're teaching them the wrong way to do it. That's why this is so important. That's why we say the same stuff every night. Okay. So we have to get better at following the program all the way through, all the way from invite to exposing to closing, and then duplication, getting people to do launch events. We talked about that last week. So now we've got to figure out where we need to get better at the business. Ronnie had somebody on the Zoom tonight as well. He just got signed up. Awesome. And he's going to get his 2 and free within 24 hours. That's awesome. I know you've been working and traveling, so I know that's why you haven't been on. So Sammy, how did you expose Emmett today?
Yeah, I
He was on the
exposed. So I guess when I'm thinking of expose, I'm thinking of actually mentioning the business to them, or does it have to be they got onto the 9 p.m. But I exposed it to them after the
Sammy,
9 p.m.
we talked about how you have to expose somebody in 24 hours. Expose meaning they have to see the presentation. I told you guys to use the Zoom tonight. I said the last 2 nights Zooms, we've had over 100 people. Get everybody on the Zoom tonight if you don't have a live event, but y'all got to expose somebody in the next 24 hours. I was really clear about that. So go watch last night's training again when you're done tonight and rewatch last night, because I talked about how getting these coins and getting these contacts over the last 3 to 4 weeks for you guys is completely useless if you're not converting them into prospects. And you don't convert them into a prospect until you expose them, meaning they get on a Zoom, they watch a video, they come to a live event. That's an exposure. So the goal for everybody today was to expose somebody within 24 hours. And it looks like everybody did that. I haven't seen Jessica's response on here yet. But I know Jessica was talking to somebody in France as well, because I was on Zooms and couldn't do 3-ways for her. So Jessica, do you want to put yours in the chat? Because I don't see yours on here.
Yeah, I can. I
Anyways,
jumped in.
so
I jumped in.
Sammy, go watch last night again. Because bro, you've got to take those contacts and turn them into prospects. And that's what I talked about last night, all night, was how to take that list and how to take those prospects and turn them into contacts. I gave you guys example after example after example about what to say, what to do, how to form them, find out what they're into, what they're interested in, find ways to talk to them and connect with them and start prospecting and start exposing. So you can't just keep collecting names and not doing anything with them. You've got to move through the names faster. Now you guys have these lists. Y'all have got to be turning them into prospects by exposing them. Okay? Jessica, I don't see your text.
I'm tapping slow. Sorry.
It's okay. All right. Just tell me, how many exposures did you do today?
I've had 3 today.
Awesome. And how did they go?
So the France guy, it was by the time they're 7 hours ahead of us. So he was at a dinner with some other friends for a business deal. So by that time, we're just going to go ahead and set up for tomorrow morning. Be a little bit earlier since it was late this evening to do a third-party validation with Ronnie. My other guy was supposed to get on tonight. He said he was still at his work conference there in Nashville, Tennessee, following up tomorrow. And then I'm supposed to be getting another guy closed tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. And so did you connect with Ronnie today for third party for those exposures like we talked about?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Good job on the exposures today. Great job, Jessica, getting 3 exposures. Let's try to get those people closed. I know you've got time differences on one, but let's try to get the others in. And then I know you had another one that you're trying to close as well. So let's take this exposure, and tomorrow let's try to get a sale. Okay. So the goal for tomorrow, the assignment for tomorrow, is either convert the one from today. So follow up and convert, because we're really not in the follow-up business. But the assignment tomorrow is to make 1 enrollment in the next 24 hours. So use the ones from today if you've still got people on the fence and you're using third-party validation properly now. and then make a new exposure tomorrow. So one new exposure and put in at least one sale. That's everybody's assignment across the board tomorrow. Use me if you need to. Most of my meetings are on Mondays and Tuesdays, so I have a little bit more time tomorrow to take some calls. So you guys can call me for third parties if you need it. Use yourselves first, obviously, but if you can't get a hold of somebody like Simba or whoever couldn't reach somebody, or Jessica, if you can't get a hold of Ronnie, then you guys use me, okay? So thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for meeting the assignment. But let's get better results tomorrow. Let's take these assignments from today, all these exposures from today, and convert them into a sale. So tomorrow's assignment, enroll one member and do one more new exposure. So those two things need to happen in the next 24 hours. Let's try to get it done. Y'all
What
have a
if I
great night.
can't? What if I can't get a hold of you tomorrow? Then what do I do? I can't get a hold of you or Ronnie in case.
Well, you got all these other people's numbers on here?
Yes, I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, I mean, y'all. I mean, that was an assignment early on in the mentorship, was to have multiple, 2, 3, or 4 people on there that you could use for testimonials. So, use Marcus. Marcus is very knowledgeable. Obviously, me, Ronnie. Ronnie said he'll be free tomorrow, so you'll have somebody that'll answer for you tomorrow. Plus, I have an easier day tomorrow than I had today.
Okay, sounds good.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Have a great night.